Hi, let's talk for just a second about Renew MakeHtml. I made a little change to it and I want to make sure that you understand it. So let's make sure that we have our Ec2 instance running, and then copy the public IP address for it and go out there, and you should see your default page, which in my case is still the Ubuntu page. So now let's go up to our EC2 instance. Okay, I assume you already know how to do that. And then why don't we just go right immediately to the SSH directory and do an SSH add on our private key that's associated with our GitHub repository. The public key part of this private key is up in our GitHub repository. So let's just get that done in the beginning. And then let's go to JS Objects, do a git pull, make sure you've got the latest, and go to, you might have to do a little more work to get there, but go to your repository and do a pull so that everything's up to date. Let's just start that way. I'm also want a clean slate here, so even though you don't need to do this, but I'm going to remove goober, baz, foo, basic test, all files, markdown basics, master list, and summary. So I removed everything except the index.html file, and even that I'm going to copy index.html file to the apache.html file, just so that I always know what that is, because I'll probably replace the index.html file eventually. Okay, so now we've got a fairly clean system to work with. And now I'm going to go JON, which takes me to the node code part of JavaScript's JS Objects, and I'm going to go into the MakeHtml directory. And now you've done a git pull already here, and if you haven't, just do it again, okay? Make sure you've done it. And now you've got a clean installer, which should be a new script for you, and I've updated renew MakeHtml so we don't hit this conflict with whether it's BC user or Ubuntu as the user for the base store. I've just tried to automate that part of it so that I and you, nobody's going to have to worry about it anymore. So we run renew MakeHtml, and now it should just run. I mean, the only thing I can think of that would go wrong would be if you forgot to do sudo apt-get install build essential. But it should just run. And and then when it's done, it produces some files that it copies out there. Now those files are there only because they're in my documents all test directory. So there they are. And then when we go to see var when we go to var www.html, you can see that they all were transformed into HTML files. As you perhaps recall, we had deleted them all. So I'm going to remove them again. And now that we're just back to that raw place. And then I'm going to go back to all test, and inside the all test directory I'm going to remove star. Okay, so now there's nothing there. Now I'm going to go mh to take me to the MakeHtml directory, and I'm going to go npm start, and it does nothing because all test is empty. To fix that, go to your repository, and if you don't have one, you might want to create a directory called markdown inside of it, and go into that one, and you can see I've got some files here, and then I can copy them to documents all test period and you can see they got copied over. I come back to MakeHtml. I go npm start, and it copies them out. And now if we go to var www.html, you can see the files are there again. And then if we come, the one file that my program generates is called summary.html, and you can see it sitting there. So let's go to that program, and it should be a list of all the files that were created. And so here they are, and then you can start viewing the different files. And all files in summary are sort of the same file. And you can see that there's code out here so that you can see it and it's working. One of the things I want you to do in the assignment, of course, is to like take a screenshot of this that shows me that MakeHtml ran. I need to see that. Otherwise, I'll just give you a 5 and say you got to try again, and I'll point you to this video and say try again. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Thanks. Hope you guys are doing okay. Bye.